So, what are you doing? What are you doing? You want look. She likes nudges. Look. Oh, isn't she lovely? Isn't she gorgeous? What do I do without you? Eh? What do I do without you? Actually, it's not that cold. It's only 8 degrees. 8 degrees. It's a little warmer than yesterday, I think. Here we are. It's Friday morning, about 8:30. Down on the plot again. Here we go. Lots of traffic. So I've come down for several jobs today, but first of all I want to show you what I did yesterday. So hang on a second, let me turn you around. There we go. I've removed all of the fabric off this area here. There were some plants still growing, some, look at them, like dandelions and stuff, very straggly and white, didn't do them any favours. And there are still a few scattered around. And what I'm doing is that I've got the loads of more horse poo up at the ranch, which I'm bringing over and dumping on here, and I'll mulch this entire bed, and I'll leave it then for about 2 to 3 months until the last frosts in March, and then I'll drag it all off, what's left, what hasn't broken down, and I'll pop it in one of the bins or in the end tray. End bay, because nature does not like bare soil. So there we go. So that'll be a job over the next few days, weeks. I'll do it bit by bit. Right, so I did actually say something during the plot tour and I forgot to actually finish it. I said about this space here, and I said I'll come back to that in a minute. And of course I wanted to show you the fire first, which is all wrapped up, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a wood store. So I've got bits and pieces, I've been sorting them out, so a couple of bits and pieces to act as uprights. I need to dig this bit out, which is going to be a bit of a shame. So a couple of bits of uprights, some bits going left and right. I've got some more MDF which I'll use as the top, maybe the sides if I can find enough, but I've always got a bit of shiplap I can use as sides. But I'm going to build a little wood store here, and then all of this wood up the back, all of this, all of that, I can start sawing up, chopping up into small sizes. I'll get a little axe so I can split wood as well, and I'll store it in there, and that will be my wood store for the fire. Now I do need to take things like this and make kindling out of it and store it at home in a cupboard somewhere, because the secret to this fire, allegedly, apparently, is very dry, small kindling, because you need to feed it very gradually into the wood burner until it starts taking, and then you can put the larger stuff in. So that's what I'm going to do, wood store. And then what we can do is all of this stuff as well can all be trimmed up into very small pieces and stored in the wood store. You know, and I'll gradually dismantle this and get it into there. The bits at the bottom that are pure root, like these bits, can be drowned or composted if they look dead. But as you see, they're beginning to grow back, so a lot of them will need to be drowned. That's my drowning bin, ironically, around the corner here. I called it a tea, but it's actually a drowning bin. That's the tea, that's the comfrey tea, and it still stinks. I do still need to move that somewhere where it's not going to smell the earth out. I suppose it's all right there for the time being, but yeah, that's goopy. That's disgusting, but I love it. Good stuff. Good compost tea. Right, there we go. Nobody on the allotments this morning. Yesterday it was really busy. I didn't like it at all. Lots of people moaning and groaning about each other. But there you go. That's life. That's allotment life. Some good people on here. Some really great, genuinely good people. People that I feel very comfortable chatting to despite my anxieties. But there are some people that I prefer to avoid. Absolutely lovely day. Birdsong everywhere. Alright, let's get on with life. First job, starting to sort the wood pile. Still no one around. It's coming on one side, the other side is under there. I've just been measuring it out. That's the top, two together. So this is going to screw into here. This side is going to screw into here. This is going to be the frame for the front, and it will screw down this side here. And then obviously I need to make another one of these, but reversed at the other end. The actual structure itself is going to be held together through its final assembly rather than very rigid, and then that way I can easily dismantle it if I want to do something else. Oh look, big lorry, flashy light, big lorry. Oh, can't see the flashy light, it's got a branch. I wonder what's on it. As I say, it's not a very peaceful plot, but it's always interesting. Whoa, handbrake turn. I'm going to get out of the way because that crane's going to fall on me. Some sort of... that probably is a road maker for compacting down debris and stuff. Anyway, interesting. All right, cup of tea and then carry on. Carry on assembling. Avengers assemble. It's a brisk Saturday afternoon. 10 degrees, it's very noisy, and it's really busy down on the plot, down on the allotment site. There's been lots of activity around, which is always good. Unfortunately, not everybody down here is amiable and easy to talk to. So let me show you let me show you what I've been doing so far though. Sorry about making you feel seasick swinging around. Hang on. So if you remember, we completed our little cover there for our wood pile. Now I did bring down a saw and things, but I don't know if I'll have a chance to use that. What will happen is that the top part, that bit of there and that bit off that pile will slowly get sort of chopped up, sawn up, slipped into that wood pile, but I want to line it with plastic first to keep the water out. But that's what I have been doing. I've been going and grabbing more and more of Pasty's poo, Pasty being the little Shetland pony. Now when it comes out of the stables and goes on the heap, it's full of ammonia, and I can actually smell the ammonia. So if you've got plants or seeds, it will just burn them, not do them any good. But putting them out here like this will, by the time it breaks down, by the time that we need to start planting seeds on here, the actual ammonia would have been washed away and broken down, and all that will be left here is either the poo and the straw as a mulch. Now I will probably scrape it all off a couple of weeks before I plant, just to make sure that there's nothing on here that's going to burn, and then I'll hoe it all, make sure that the surface is, you know, pretty good, and then I'll start planting. And probably what I may do is that I may even actually give this a covering of the spare leaves that are hanging around on the site at the other end, way over there as well, just to keep it all mulched, stop the goodness being washed out the soil now that, and the weeds growing back now that it's exposed. But today's job, so this is going to be today's job, this tree here. I'll cut it individually rather than try to cut at the ground level there. This one is almost dead. There was hardly anything growing on it at all this year. It's still wrapped in ivy all the way up. It just really isn't helping, and it's choking the other tree. So what I want to do is let Aaron light into the other tree, get rid of a few of the excess branches on this one as well, so that it carries on growing and maintaining berries and all sorts for the wildlife. But definitely this one's coming out. I'm going to cut it down today, and what I'll do is that I'll cut it into small sections later on. I'll put it into bigger sections now, but cut it into small sections later on, and then again this will go on the wood pile. Yeah, let more light into the pond, but certainly it's not doing anybody any good sitting up now. It's diseased, and just you can see the canker on the tree here, and that's what it's all like all the way at the top. Oh, big boy. Hello, my boy. He's full of something, or he will be soon. Probably poo. There we go. All right. Bye. Ooh, ooh. So, gone. Ooh, gone. I've also cut off a couple of the larger branches that were hanging over the road. You can just see here. Look. Yeah, just here. That one and that one. And a bit over there. So, and then in future times I'll cut off that long branch there. Yeah. And maybe cut these down. Keep it just one central area away from the road. Well, just keep one central area away from the road. Would you like to see the cuttings? There's tons of it. Where did it all come from? It's like masses of it. I've cut a lot of it down as well. I've been chopping away it with the loppers, reducing the quantity. So what I need to do is reduce all of this to about 6 inches long at most, so it can go in the burner across the course of time. But give you an idea of how diseased it is. Mind your feet. Ooh. Have a look at this. Look at it. It's horrible. Look at it. And this is what the you know, it won't get better, people. The only thing you can do with canker is cut it out. Look at it. Yep, that needed to come down, didn't it? The other tree isn't much better, but it's a lot better than this. Oh, horrible. The trouble is canker spreads. If it gets into a wound on another tree, that's it, you know. No good at all. There you go. Well, it's late afternoon on Sunday. It's nice that it's actually getting to 4 o'clock. Oh, how Robbie. Here's Robbie. Hang on a second. Just... Oh! Don't like being filmed today. Oh, maybe you're just being active to show off. Yeah, anyway. Yay! And I love you too. Anyway, I did some digging today. Feeling under the weather today, not happy, but look at all that couch grass and other roots and stuff. Anyway, dug all that out. As you see, it's flattening off. I need to carry on, probably till about here. So the rest of this needs flattening off, and then obviously the sheds can come over, twisted round, facing this way. Picked up some cardboard, and if we go around, I didn't do any filming today because the allotments have been packed out with people. Lots and lots of people down, including people that have said that they don't like their privacy interrupted by people filming. So I've been very careful not to actually get the camera out and do any filming. But as you see, the tree is being reduced a lot. A lot of these small branches I've packed away to act as kindling for when the fire started, but as you see, most of the branches, big branches, are now been separated. They're sitting here, and I'll have to take the saw to those. I was hoping that a friend would get his bandsaw out, but chainsaw. But I think it's going to have to be done by hand over a gradual time. No worries, there's no rush. But yeah, so more earth has been spread over, and again all this will be raked down. That's the limit of this bed now. That'll be the rest of the no dig bed just there, and then this gap will be free, and then all this will be one line up there. I've got some more of that cardboard. I'll spread it around there, and then I'll dig in the cuts to make it all look nice, rake it all flat, put this in a nice straight line, and then that'll be it. And then that'll be that area. And as I say, it'll probably be, gosh, it's only 30-mile limit here. And then that'll be all, I don't, you know, just, I may do a haphazard thing with flowers and tomatoes and lettuces. We'll see, because, you know, they're going to be eaten by birds eating anyway. Right, so that's it from me. Another day done. Tomorrow is the warm room, so I'll probably go and have a warm cup of tea in a very warm room. It's lovely in there, it really is. I'll sit there, read the paper on my own, mind my own business. Then I'll come down the allotment and do a bit more. Then I'll go back and meet a couple of other people for the rest of the warm room, and then go home. So a little bit of allotment tomorrow, but not much. My energy is well down at the moment. It's I don't think it's, I don't know, maybe it's medical or mental, I don't know. I've had a disappointment today. Something I thought was going to happen didn't, and it's left me out of sorts. But there you go, that's Lottie. I love you, Lottie.